everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I am on a mission again today to see how these silicone, now the last one I used I think was the little fish anti-slip mat. This is a pot stand, and it's also made of a silicone-ishy plastic. So I'm using my resinite today, which is your eco pour, so it's water and powder. The ratio is 100 to 30 roughly. So my best way of doing this is putting the powder in the water. I just find I get less air bubbles and powder puffs, because nobody wants powder puffs. And we have got some powder in our mold, which I do not want. Let's just get rid of that. So I haven't done this in resinite before. I've only tried, my fishy one was in resin, and it came out beautifully. So I am going to try it now with the resinite. So I will mix in the powder to the water, and then I will come back once I am ready to put the silicone into the mold. Now, I got this water-based pigment the other day as part of the gift from Supernova. So I'm going to try that out and see what the color is like in the resinite. And again, as usual, it hasn't been opened, so I am going to just use my scissors, which is not always a good idea, because it tends to splash everywhere. So if you put a paper towel over, it does help. Now I want to see, it's quite a neon color, but it says it's water-based, but it doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be coloring the resinite. Well, that is really strange. So that is very, very strange. It has not colored it at all. It's still white. Well, that's weird. Might have to have a word with them. I have another water-based one, which is from Temu, and I don't know if I've used this one. I have used this one. Let's see if that one works. Yes, this one works. That one literally does not work at all. And it says water base for cement and plaster. But it's literally not doing a thing. Okay, well, I might just send them a message and ask them, is it just me? Because I have one that looks almost identical. It is a different shade, but that one does look very watery. Okay, well, let's get back to putting this into the mold now that I've discovered that doesn't work. Maybe that's why it was free. Right, so I need to put this in first and then pour this over. Now, whether it's going to work and seep underneath, I have no idea. Unfortunately, that little hole there might cause a bit of problem, but I don't know why I have made up so much of this stuff. So there's definitely going to be another project with this. So when you see the lemon, I don't want to even wiggle it too much. And I should have put this onto a piece of cardboard. Which I might still grab now and do, because I am going to have to move it. Oh, I don't even know if this is going to work, because first of all, I have filled up far too much, and second of all, it is probably not even going to stick underneath. Right, I will leave that. This, I'm going to have to find another project quickly to do. So let me find something quickly. Right, so that will be another project. We will wait for this to cure. Right, the moment of truth to see whether we are going to be able to get this, or even see it, the silicone pot holder off. Oh wow. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad at all. Am I going to be able to get it off? Let's have a look. Right, let's see if I can lift this now. That's another. I don't want to break it. Aha. There's progress. And I also don't want to damage the side of the tray. Well, there we go. Pop it over the hole. Oh, wow. That has come out beautifully. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know I have bubbles, but wow. I'm so happy with that. I'll just sand the sides there a bit. I might take him out. I'll clean him off and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. Wow, I'm actually really happy with that. Yes, we do have some bubbles there, but I think that's come out beautifully. And it's literally perfect. Wow, okay, well, that worked. My second good result with a kitchen silicone. Well, this is kitchen, the other was bathroom. So I'm going to let this cure a bit longer and then I will decide what I'm going to do with it. Right, so I have sanded the sides and the bottom. I have taken away that little knob as much as I could. and I sanded just the edges where the silicone came out. So I've decided I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I'm just going to use my metallic marker. It's the rose gold, and some of my true metal, which is like the rub and buff. And I'm just going to do little bits on it just to bring out some of the rings. So I will fast forward through this so you don't have to watch it in real time. So I left this overnight, so I am assuming that all the paints and the rub and buff is not too wet-ish to affect the top coat, because I don't want it to affect the resin top coat. So I have left it after I buffed it. So hopefully it doesn't affect the top coat, but we shall see. So I have mixed up some clear resin and I put a little, or obviously it was clear when I mixed it, or not necessarily, but anyway, I put a little bit of my shimmer in, and I do have my heat gun because I don't want to use a torch on this top coat. And I'm just going to, it won't be a very deep tray because as it is, it's quite a shallow tray. So now with me doing a top coat, it does unfortunately take up a lot of the space, but it will still have a lip, so it should be fine. And I will just take it to the edges carefully so that I don't make more air bubbles than necessary. And I don't see any air bubbles in any of the grooves, which is a good thing, because I thought maybe there would be some air bubbles. That there are a couple, so I will just give it a go with a heat gun. And I will leave that to cure, and we will have a look and see what the final result is. So the top coat is cured, and look how beautiful that top coat is. So shiny. And I think it has come out really nicely. And I think if you used brighter colors, it would actually be even better. But I'm happy with how the pot stand mold, or the silicone pot stand, worked in the resinite. I think it looks gorgeous. So there we go. So if you can get hold of any silicone pot stands with nice designs on them, you can use those in your resinite or even in your resin. I haven't tried this type in resin, but I think I might be doing that. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little test to see whether the actual pot holder worked in the resinite. And I think I do give it a thumbs up. I think it did work really nicely. So let me know in the comments what you think. And thank you to everybody who watches, likes, comments, all of that. I really appreciate it. And again, as usual, until next time, have a great one.